air signs, it's Suzanne here to do a little weekend read for you. So this will be Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. All right, so I'm using a few of my decks for this particular reading. Whoops. And I'm just going to allow Spirit to guide the reading and tell the story, whatever it is, all right? So we're going to throw down a few of these cards. This is my Memorable Moments deck. And we're also going to take a look at what color shows up more than any other color, if there's a specific color that does. In the water sign reading, there really wasn't. In the earth sign reading, there definitely was. So we'll see for you as well. All right, we're going to clarify with tarot too. So what do we have to start off with? Tried. Okay, so you might describe the connection between you and your person as, hey, I tried, but it might not be good enough for you, okay? And it might not be good enough for your person either, but you would definitely describe something as, hey, I tried. Let's get one more for that. One more. Overzealous. Okay, so somebody here might have been a little bit overzealous in their desire for this connection. All right, so what do we have here? All right, so we have, I say what makes me crazy about you. So this is the throat chakra, all right? So it's like there might have been some overzealous communication here, okay? And it might have been you, might have been them, okay? But I feel like somebody was possibly very overzealous in their communication, okay? And it might have made somebody go in the opposite direction. You know, it might have been too much for somebody to handle. We don't know. Let's see. What do we have here? Decisive. Okay, so yeah, I feel like, if you're going to be overzealous about communication, you're probably very decisive about what it is that you want, okay? And again, this could be you, this could be your person, all right? So I feel like somebody really knew what it was that they wanted, and it very likely could have been you, or you could have really known that you wanted a connection, or you felt a connection with somebody else in your life. So what do we have down here? All right, so this is purple. This is the crown chakra. So this is coming from a place of I know. And this person is telling you, or you're telling this person, I know I could have done things differently. So I feel like that is speaking to this overzealous communication, okay? This could have been a fight too, okay? But being that this message here is, I say what makes me crazy about you, that could have been a fight, okay? That could have been somebody's telling you, you make me crazy when you do X, Y, and Z, or they're saying, you make me crazy in love with you when I'm around you. So it could be one or the other. All right, so this person knows that they could have done something differently here. Okay, so they might have some regret. And then what do we have here? Justified. Huh. Interesting. What does this person feel justified in? All right, so we have, I can doubt my true instincts and intuition. All right, so let's get one more card for justified. Ooh, spiteful. All right. Okay, so I definitely feel like somebody might have been very hurt. Somebody might have been very hurt that they expressed themselves, that they made themselves vulnerable. that they put themselves out there and maybe they didn't get the reaction that they expected or wanted at the time, which, does show a decisiveness about what they want. How they went about it could have been better, could have been maybe more subtle, maybe more subtle, okay, I feel like is the direction of this, all right? They feel very justified in being a little bit spiteful, which is unfortunate, okay? That's an unfortunate energy. And especially when they're in this energy, justified and spiteful, it causes them to doubt their true instincts and intuition. This is the solar plexus chakra, so this is coming from a place of, fight or flight. Do I fight for air sign or do I run away? Okay, and that might be your energy as well. All right, so let's see. Let's take a deeper look here. The color that's coming out more than anything is this bluish color, which is throat chakra. So this is definitely about some type of communication that happened between the two of you. So let's see what this is about. Let's see what they know they could have done differently. And then let's see why they're doubting their instincts and intuition. And let's see why they feel justified in being spiteful. All right, so let's see the wheel. So the intention here by maybe speaking their mind or speaking their heart was definitely to move things forward. They felt a definite pull towards you, or you towards them, however you want to look at it. They felt a pull. They might have felt a very destined pull, and it just made them a little bit crazy about you. Okay? You might have seen it in some way as a compliment, or they might have seen it as a compliment, but they didn't know what to do with the bigness of it. One more there. Clarify the wheel. We've got 3 of Swords. So I feel like this person's heart got broken. Maybe when you didn't respond the way they thought you would, or you got your heart broken when they didn't respond to you the way you thought they would. All right, so let's see. What could we have done differently? All right, Queen of Cups, interesting. So Queen of Cups is about the closest thing to unconditional love. So I feel like that is speaking to the reaction that you had or the reaction that your person had. When somebody tells you, their deepest feelings, or when you share your deepest feelings, sometimes it takes people a while to process that, because that's not something that you hear every day, okay? You don't hear every day that somebody is in love with you or falling in love with you or, is crazy about you. You don't hear that every day. So, sometimes you get the exact response that you want from that, but sometimes you don't. And it's not because you're not special and beautiful and attractive. It has nothing to do with that. It's the fact that they're not used to hearing that. You may not be used to hearing that. Have you ever had somebody that's done that to you, that's out of the blue, just shared something that you were completely not expecting? I know I have, and, it set me back on my ass. So, I know how I responded to that, and it definitely wasn't what that person would have expected, I don't think, okay? But I came back later and, I shared, how I was feeling, okay? So keep in mind that just because somebody doesn't respond the way you hope they do right off the bat, it doesn't mean that they don't share the feelings, okay? So let's see here. What is this feeling justified and spiteful? We've got the High Priestess. All right, so whoever this is, it could be you, it could be them. You feel justified in being very quiet and secretive at this point. You know, you don't feel like, you know, you really want to share any more of your heart. Or they feel like they're uncomfortable sharing anymore right now. They're waiting for you to talk to them or speak to them, or vice versa. You're waiting for them to speak to you because somebody had a little bit of a heartbreak over this, okay? So what is this doubting my instincts and intuition? You know, they're doubting their instinct and intuition because, you know, they took a chance, they took a risk. It may not have gone exactly the way they expected, okay? But they were very decisive. They knew how they felt. But they're doubting based on the response. So what do we have here? 7 of Swords. So let's get one more for that 7 of Swords because that can mean a few things. We've got 8 of Swords. Okay. So I feel like this person might have like immediately put up a wall, or you might have immediately put up a wall, or you might have gotten a little bit, again, spiteful. You might have been justified in saying something that you didn't mean. Okay, 7 of Swords, you might have been a little bit deceptive and, you know, pulled back from what you said, or they pulled back from what they said. And now, because they did that, okay, they're in this energy of 8 of Swords, okay? 8 of Swords is feeling trapped, all right? And where are they trapped? They're trapped in their head. They're trapped in their thoughts, okay? So this is kind of a little bit of a miserable place to be. But who did this to them? Not you. Okay, they did this to themselves, or you are doing this to yourself. All right, so I did this in the Earth sign reading too, and I'm going to do this for you. We're going to see what they would say to you at this point. And then we're going to pull maybe why are they stuck at this point? What they would say, maybe why they're stuck. All right, so what they would say, speaking about my feelings has always been difficult for me, okay? So that exasperated this, okay? It's unusual for this person to speak their feelings the way they did, or it's unusual for you to speak your feelings the way that you did. You saw it as big. You saw it as important, or they saw it as big and important. And I feel like they didn't get the response that they were expecting. All right. And then what do we have here? Look at this. Appears to be one-sided. Well, if that doesn't sum this up, that's why there's hurt feelings here, heartbreak. That's why somebody is justified in being spiteful, or feels like they're justified in being spiteful, because this connection appears to be one-sided. If this was somebody that said something to you, is that true? I don't feel like it is. And if it's vice versa, if someone said something to you and maybe you weren't able to give a response right away, you know that it's not one-sided. Maybe you're trying to figure out how you feel about it. That's okay. What else would they say? Buried feelings have surfaced. This is all about feelings, all about expressing feelings. And, you know, it was a big deal. It was a big deal. Whatever they said, maybe it didn't seem big to you, but it was big to them. Okay, so if somebody said something to you and maybe you didn't give the response and they kind of melted into the background or disappeared, this is why. Because they feel like you don't share the feelings. It's a big deal for them because speaking about their feelings has always been difficult. And, you know, they might have buried feelings for you for a long time. And finally they surfaced. And when they did, it felt like a little bit of an embarrassment and a disaster to them. And now they are stuck because they feel like they got rejected. Okay. All right. Air sign. That is what I have for you for the weekend. If you are looking for a deeper, more personal reading, definitely reach out to me. If not, no problem. I will be talking to you this week of Thanksgiving. So, you know, a nice week to reflect on what we're grateful for and thankful for. So thank you very much. And I will talk to you in a couple days. All right. All right. Have a great week and bye.